You finally get your formula working, you go and paste it in another cell, and then boom, everything breaks. By default, Excel adjusts your formula references when you copy them, which is helpful until it's not. You need to tell Excel to lock the parts that you want to stay put. And to do that, you need to understand absolute and relative references. This is one of the most important building blocks in Excel, and the next few lessons are absolutely, pun intended, critical on your Excel journey. Let's start with a visual to explain the concept. Imagine you've got a map with a gem marked on it. With a relative reference, the gem moves with you. So if you take 3 steps south and 2 steps east, the gem does that too. It's always the exact same distance away from you. With an absolute reference, however, the gem stays fixed in the same spot, no matter how far or where you move. It's like it's pinned to a specific GPS coordinate. That's exactly how Excel handles cell references. Sometimes you want the reference to move with you, and other times you want it to stay exactly where it is. Let me show you what this looks like in Excel. Imagine you have a list of fruit orders. Using quantity and price per unit, you want to calculate the total cost for each item. So in a new cell, you write equals C7 times D7, quantity times price, and it works perfectly. Now you copy it down the column to the next row, and guess what? It continues working perfectly. That's because Excel is using relative references here. This means as the formula moves down, it shifts the row numbers to match. But what happens when you want Excel to lock a certain part of your formula instead of moving the reference? Introducing the $sign. Think of the $sign like putting a padlock on part of your formula. It tells Excel, hey, don't move this bit around, leave it exactly where it is. Let's say that we want to apply a fixed sales tax of 20%, which is in this handy little helper cell, to every fruit price. So you write the formula out and it works great for the first row. But when you copy it down to the rest of the rows, it breaks down. Suddenly your formula is multiplying by the wrong thing or even a blank cell. Hello, value error. So how do we fix it? Well, ask yourself, what part of this formula should stay where it is, no matter where I paste it? The answer, in our case, is cell F4. We always want Excel to pull whatever value is in that cell, 20%. So we add the $signs on that cell reference within our formula, meaning our formula will now look like this. Now, when we copy the formula down, Excel will still update the part of the formula to reflect the corresponding fruit, but the F4 part will always point to the sales tax that we've put in our helper cell. So relative references, such as B2, change as you move the formula. They adapt to their new position. And absolute references, like E1 with the $signs, locks the reference in place no matter where it's copied and pasted to. Think of the $sign like a little padlock. You're locking either the column, the row, or both. And here's a really useful trick. Instead of trying to manually add the $signs in, you can use the F4 key on your keyboard. When your cursor is on a cell reference in the formula bar, pressing F4 will cycle through all 4 styles in order. This is super handy once you get used to it. It's a fast way to get the reference type you need without thinking about it too much. Are absolute references better than relative ones? Not really. They each serve a purpose. Absolute references give you stability whenever you need it, whilst relative references give you flexibility. But the real power comes when you combine them within a formula. We call these mixed references. Mixed references let you copy formulas across rows and columns without breaking a thing. And once you understand them, you'll unlock a whole new level of spreadsheet control.